Billions of dollars in aerospace investment could be just around the corner for Ohio, and it may arrive on the wings of a special aircraft.
Fairly exciting stuff we're talking about here, and we're talking about drones already flying in Ohio, and the state is pulling out all the stops to bring more. 9 on your side reporter Jay Warren is here tonight with the state's bid to bring a test area to our region, a story you will see only on 9. Jay?
Well, Clyde and Carol, by the end of this year, the Federal Aviation Administration will award 6 test areas to states for the purposes of integrating unmanned aerial vehicles or drones into our nation's airspace. Why? Because in 2015, the lid comes off, and there are huge commercial interests around the country that are pushing to get into the drone business, and Ohio wants to be a part of it. Ever since he was a kid, Frank Biafor has flown model aircraft.
Just like I've died and gone to heaven.
He's now the executive director of Select Tech Geospatial, a defense contractor in Springfield that makes unmanned aerial vehicles, or UAVs.
I used to build these when I was younger, like in my 20s, and then the family came along and I sold everything.
This is basically the vehicle that we're flying. As you can see, this is a small UAV.
But he's back into it now and sharing his love of aviation with these kids who came to the Dayton area for what's called Air Camp. In 2015, the sky will open up to these aircraft, more commonly known as drones. It's a term he doesn't like.
Basically, it's been used as more of a derogatory term, and I cannot vision us bringing a Predator here and flying it down here on Danny Young's farm.
The Predator, of course, is the most widely recognized drone, a controversial tool in the war on terror and surveillance here at home. But it is the burgeoning commercial market of drones that Biafor and Ohio want.
If we can get UAVs, the unmanned aerial vehicle technology here for testing, research and development, I think that's marvelous.
Wilmington's Mayor Randy Riley says the air park and the town, still recovering after DHL's pullout, would truly benefit from the wholesale testing of drones.
My prayer then is that at some point following the research and development comes the manufacturing.
The FAA has received 50 proposals from 37 states to win one of the 6 test areas. Ohio's proposal includes the Wilmington Air Park, Springfield Beckley Airport, and Camp Atterbury-Muscatatuck in Indiana.
The designation of 6 national test bed sites will kick off a 2 to 3 year process to see whether or not, in fact, unmanned aerial vehicles can be in the same airspace together, can share that airspace, and it can be done as safely as the skies are today.
But while Ohio and the players in this new industry position themselves for a future revenue stream, it is something that the Electronic Privacy Information Center, a privacy watchdog in D.C., wants to keep tabs on themselves.
We do think that we need safeguards in place to make sure that we don't give up even more of our privacy rights.
Biafor says spying is not what is motivating this new horizon.
I'm not going to say that someone may not do that, but that is not the prime intention.
Privacy advocates, though, don't want to take a chance and are pushing the FAA to make sure that it doesn't happen. Now, the FAA does have a privacy proposal for test site operators, but it is not regulation as yet, and privacy groups are looking for more in the way of concrete mandates. In the meantime, industry estimates suggest that if Ohio won the test area, the economic impact could reach $2.1 billion by 2025, with thousands of jobs created. Again, the FAA's decision on the test area is expected by the end of this year. If you want to learn more, you can visit our website at WCPO.com. Clyde?